Hello, Monica. Hello, Skinn, my friend. So I realized I gave you a great tool, an add-on called TellMeWhen, and then I refused to elaborate on its uses. I couldn't sleep since, so here's a video for you, just for you. I might release it to general public later. So the ways I use TellMeWhen. Currently, I have 4 groups set up. 4 groups of icons. This is 1, this is 2, here is 3, the 4th one is here, which shows only in combat. To show you what they do, so number 1, I'll just get into edit mode.
Stay tuned for group 1.
The second group is great for rating for me because I constantly forget to do something, so the purpose behind these icons is not to see them while raiding, and how to hide them is consumables. So this is my main hand head, for example, and when I put my blunt thingy on my hammer, this disappears. So I know that it's activated. I don't need to redo the stuff. I don't have anything else on me at the moment, but you get the gist. You know, I drink Winterfall, it disappears. Great, I have it on me. So that's group 2. Group 3 is a reminder. I constantly keep forgetting the times I was raiding with I don't know, movement speed boost. It's embarrassing, but it's there. So I have this set up so it reminds me that I have the wrong thing on. So I have it set up for this, and this. That's for movement stuff. Onyxia Skull Cloak. I also put Parachute Cloak in there, and also I think I have one more thing. Yeah, I have this buff. Sometimes they ask me to, off tank a 3rd mob or something. So I just, whenever I have salvation, I know that I have it on in here. Not to see these icons is important for me. Okay, and now the 4th group, the combat one. Let's just put back on. And this. The 4th group, it's here's a clip of general combat. So the very basic stuff is I'll show it. Go into edit mode of TellMeWhen. So it's /D W. Shows up all your icons for your editing. I right click the first icon I want to show you. In the very first line of the first tab, it shows what you want to track. Mostly you will use spell cooldown and buff debuff tracking. Sometimes item cooldown or something, but these 2 are the most important ones. And even here I'm tracking Death Wish, and I want to have it visible, really visible when it's usable. and when it has been used, then it's dimmed, and it also has show timer text. So what that means is this. I'll exit edit mode, use my death wish. See, it's barely visible, shows 3 minutes on it. That's it. The same setup is for recklessness. Now the group 2, the consumables. I realized I just lied a second ago, so let's have a look, because why I lied is in here I have set it for tracking for weapon in view for my main hand. This is for offhand, and it's just general weapon in view. So it doesn't matter if my offhand has sharpening stone on it or elemental sharpening stone on it. The icon will disappear when something is on it actually. One thing to take, yeah, one thing to care about is the icon itself. Here I'm looking at Elixir of the Mongoose. It tracks Elixir of the Mongoose. This is the name of the buff. You know, when you drink the potion and the buff is here, it reads as this. But not all the buffs have the same icon as the potion itself. So custom texture, that's the stuff I want to talk about. This information I got from Wowhead. They have a database of icons. I just look at it, find the one that looks like Elixir of Mongoose texture in your bag, and just write it here. Now for group 3, this stuff, just the reminders of wrong items on me. Quite an easy stuff. The first one checks the boots, mounted speed boots. You can add additional items, just drag and drop. See, I added these pants, and now the icon would also check my pants. Just quickly delete it, and that's pretty much it. Just to make sure I don't wear the wrong stuff at the wrong time. The cloaks, I have both of them, both the parachute cloak and the onyxia cloak. This is the buff, the salvation buff. Checks me, it checks for both of these things, and basic visibility stuff like everything else. I'm thinking that I really should make the one for nature equip, because I constantly forget after a run to change back. So now about the fourth group, the big one in the middle, the combat one. It's I'm not a very good player, as you know, so any help I can get, I get. These icons are F1, F2, F3, F4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Q. Let's just start with an easy one. It's the interrupt F3. It tracks spell cooldown, it tracks 2 abilities, pummel and shield wedge, depending on the stance and equipment worn, and it has an extra check, it's power check. So it is visible when its conditions are met, and when its conditions are met but you are out of power, it's barely visible. So you need to, in order to interrupt them, you need more rage, basically. And the condition for it is a very basic one. It just checks if your target is spellcasting, if there is a progress bar moving, if it's present. If this is met, the icon shows up and tells you interrupt this one. It doesn't know if it's interruptible or not. It's for you to know and for you to decide. So let's have a look at the Heroic Strike. It has the most conditions. So you want to know when to press it. So here are the conditions. There are two big groups. These each line is one condition, and whenever all of them are uh, fulfilled, the icon shows up. And there is or, so it's either all of the above are fulfilled, or all of the below are fulfilled. The icon shows up. It otherwise doesn't show up. The first four are rage is over 50, so it's rage current, checks player over 50. Use the slider for the 50. Then if it's not queued, I use the just double on or extract the basic stuff from spellbook. So if it's not doubled on, then it can show up, and then it checks Bloodthirst and Whirlwind. If their cooldowns are 2 seconds or higher at this moment, then it can show up. So if I'm over 50 rage and have used both of these and didn't press Heroic Strike itself, it shows up. Or if I'm over 81 rage and the pressing of Heroic Strike, it shows up. And no matter what the cooldowns of Whirlwind and Bloodthirst are. Now let's check Cleave. It's very basic. It checks if I'm over 20 rage, so I can actually use it. And if Whirlwind and Bloodthirst are on cooldown, yeah, that's it. It just you have to finish it, or I have to finish it. You certainly won't use stupid tool like this. Battle Shout. Number F4. No conditions. If you're in combat and Battle Shout isn't on, it just lights up. It checks you as a player, and it doesn't matter who shouted if you have extra warriors in your group. Now let's do the big three. We'll keep Overpower for later. So Bloodthirst, the basic stuff again, and it checks just if you can actually use it. So if your rage is over 30, easy stuff. Whirlwind, the basic one is same again, just for Whirlwind, and it checks two things. If you can use it, your rage is over 25, and Bloodthirst cooldown is higher than 1.8 seconds. And for execute, it just checks your target if it's at or under 20%. And execute has one special thing. It has a notification, maybe you noticed in the gameplay showcase that its border was lit up. It's in notifications, and here you can do all sorts of things. I really don't like to use too much of scree shakes and stuff like that, but you can if you want. No, you will use it. Now this is, what's it called? Berserker Rage. It shows up only when when the cooldowns are all of the main two things are longer than 2 seconds. Just seems something extra to press, I guess. It gives you some rage. You're getting hit by something, etc. It doesn't check for. Maybe you can set it up that it would check if you would need Berserker Rage or Nefarian or something fearing you, so it wouldn't light up for you and confuse you, but I didn't bother doing that. Now for Thunder Armor, the logic behind the icon is different from the others. You want to see it, so it checks current target. It has also exposed armor, so either one of these. If it had, I'm doing a video here. If it had exposed armor, then the icon would change to expose armor. It checks debuffs on the target, and any present is visible. So these sliders are in reverse in comparison to everything else. And it also has show timer text, and it shows the number of stacks. So you as a proper warrior know that your target needs one extra thunder armor or that its cooldown is running out, so you should refresh it, etc. And now the last one, Overpower. And True Flame has some funny ideas. Now about the Overpower. So, this is the main icon, the one on the right, the one on the left is just a supporting one. I stole the code for it. There are some conditions. In the original code there are even notifications, so it lit up and stuff like that. I deleted those. Sure, this checks something. The main problem with just saying it, just when you can use it, just show me. You can never use it in Berserker stance. That's the problem. So with my basic setup, it wasn't showing up. So, and I found some guy who uh, created this, and luckily I can and you can import export the icon itself. So, oh wow, that's priceless. Okay, let me get back to it. Click export, import, export. Where is it? To string. I believe is the first one. Yeah, it shows this. Just copy it, and it's in the description below this video. This code, you will just copy it from there if you want to use this, of course. Copy it from there, uh, paste it here, import from string, and click this, and it would import it into the current cell you're looking at, and it will do this. Yeah, it checks just even if you're not in the Berserker stance. that code you're copying from description right now. Let me just get over the conditions once more. This is the magic. It checks if your current rage is under 20. You might move this higher. You need to have at least 5 and need to be under certain point. I used to run it under 35, I think, but when you change stances, you get maximum 25 back. I don't know. I moved it to 20. I use Overpower, I don't know, 5-7 times per evening while raiding. Because sometimes you're just, your world boss aren't on and you're rage starved and is the only thing lighting up, so you press it. And the stances between them have individual global cooldowns, not the general one, so that makes stuff easier. Yeah. The problem with Overpower setup like this is multiple targets, because it checks all the targets, all the dodges. So it might light up for it being usable. You have this bear selected and you're fighting it and its friend. You press cleave or whirlwind and the other guy dodges and you meet the other conditions. So the icon lights up, but it's not usable on this bear. It's usable on its friend. So better not to press Overpower fighting multiple targets. Probably. It really depends on the situation, but you're a much better player than I am, so you know what decision to make and not to make. And the last icon is this Overpower on the left, and it just shows when it's on cooldown. So it's when it's unusable, it's half visible, and the condition is just check spell cooldown. And for the last bit, I'd like to show you something cool. Conditions. There are so many cool things you can like condition the icon visibility with. For example, in Misk there is mouse is over. Just I use it like this in Molten Core with my Warlock. So this is Gar, and this is one of his minions. So I fight Gar. I will get you, Gar. And see, in the middle of the screen, mouse over with a timer. It's really great. Yeah, die, Gar. Give me your bindings. Warlock with bindings. Great, right? Yeah, I don't need your bindings because I already have your sword. Haha. Yeah, and one more thing I want to show is this part right here, icon and group. I right clicked on this and here I'm editing this icon, but if I go to group, then I can do many things like show rows and columns. So this group is bigger than this one, etc. It's here where you set it up. You can, for example, set up if you can see it only in combat or everywhere else. There are options to set it up. You can in raids. That's in the conditions again. you know, it's just it's a very powerful tool, I think, and I don't like weak auras. So anyway, Skinn, good luck, Chuck.